All right, Shalom. First and foremost, let's give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Christ, Gospel. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And to all you sincere talking about the question of truth and sincerity. This is the brother Bunyan from VMS, Wisconsin. And just wanted to go into, a quick lesson, on the seeds and the sower, And what made me, come up with that idea is, as you can see, I started doing a little gardening, and if you look at the seeds, you got some sprouting up, you got some just started to sprout, but then they kind of died off. You got some, that wasn't deeply rooted. The wind blew away, and then you had, all kind of birds or whatnot came and ate some of the seeds. But without further ado, I'm gonna get into the parable, of the seed. This is Luke chapter 8, I started at verse 5. And his sower went out to sow seeds. And as he sowed, some fell by the wayside and was trodden down. So the seeds that, pretty much fell, they fell by the wayside. They didn't get planted. They kind of withered. And the fowls of the air devoured it, and that's exactly what happened. Some of the seeds that were just sitting at the top, the birds came and plucked it, the squirrels, and whatever other animal came by, and devoured it. And some fell upon a rock. As soon as it was sprung, it withered away because it lacked moisture. And some fell among thorns and sprang up with it and choked it. And others fell upon good ground and sprang up and bare fruit 100-fold. And then when he had said these things, he cried that he cried that he had ears to hear, that he cried, he that has ears to hear, let him hear. So pretty much what you seeing, hey, the Most High, Yahweh see outside, beautiful, to even use something as simple as a plant and a seed, to basically, describe a mystery, I'll continue. It says, and as his disciples asked him, saying, What might this parable be? And he said unto them, It is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to the kingdom of the Most High, but to others in the parable that see, they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So when you look at these seeds, you picture that seed being the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and those feel it's like, and those by the wayside are they that hear. So you get guys, when we out teaching, ministering the word, you get guys who come up, who inquire, they that hear, and then come the devil. So then you have some kind of devil come up, whether it be a physical person or just their own mind, to distract them. Then cometh the devil and take away the word out of their heart, out of their mind. At least they should believe and be saved. At least they should believe and be saved. Deeply rooted, grounded, and actually bring forth fruit. But this is verse 13. It said, and they on the rock are they which, when they hear the word, receive it with all receive the word with all joy, and have no roots, which believe for a moment of time, which for a while believe, and a time of temptation falleth away. So as you can see here, it started to sprout up, but then it withered. Some of them kind of withered away, because it wasn't deeply rooted. It sounded good, it looked good, but here in Wisconsin, some days it's 60, 70 degrees, and then the next day, 50 degrees. When the cold temperature hit, they kind of withered away. It says, verse 14. It said, and they which fell among thorns are they, when they have heard, go forth, and are choked out by the cares and riches and the pleasures of this life. Going back to the verse 13. It says, and they which fell on the rock, after hear the word, receive with all joy. You guys, you might, find out that you Israelites, so forth. You might, teach a couple people, but you don't get deeply rooted in this thing. And then, in time, when hard times come, you get caught up in the when it's like when tough times come. You get caught up in the temptation and the cares of this life, and wither away. It's like, this is verse 14. It says, and then some, and they which fell among thorns are. It's like I mix the verse up, but they which heard, they which like it. I'll start over. It said, then which fell among the thorns are they which have heard and go forth and are choked out by the pleasures of this life and bring forth no fruit to perfection. So that right there, that's a lot of you guys. You spring up, then you eventually get choked out. Because you're not deeply rooted in this thing. You get caught up in the cares of this life. The women, the fame, the everyday temptations, and then, you fall away. So verse 14, verse 15, it says, but they on the good ground are they which in a horn, like it. Sorry, again. But that on good ground are they which in honesty and good heart have heard the word and kept it and bring forth fruit with patience. So that's the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, are they which was deeply rooted in this thing, that kept the faith and still keeping the faith, and constantly growing, and bringing forth fruit, bringing forth abundance, as you can see, that plant right there, bringing forth much fruit, So like I said, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, they've been laboring, in this thing, being diligent, being deeply rooted, and now they're seeing the fruit of their labor, And verse 16, and no man, when he had, well, that was pretty much it, because that's going into, well, I read it just for, edification's sake. It says, no man which lighted a candle, covered it with a vessel, and put it under the bed, but set it on a candlestick, that they which enter may see the light. For nothing is secret and shall not be made manifest, and nothing is like it, and nothing, neither anything hid that shall be known cannot be aborted. Take heed therefore now ye hear, for whosoever had, let him stop. Whosoever had it, to him shall it be given, and whosoever had not, for him shall it be taken, even that which he seemed to have. So pretty much, the Most High gave us this word, this truth, and our job is to pretty much spread the gospel, to teach throughout, let this gospel go forth throughout all four corners of the earth, to basically pretty much to gather the elect, and if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, you ain't serving with all diligence, you ain't being faithful, deeply rooted in this thing. Hey, even that little seed, that little bit that you have, that little small knowledge that you may have, hey, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, gonna even take that, So my, in conclusion, I say to you, Yaki, keep the diligence, keep the faith, continue to, grow in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and hopefully this video was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all you sincere Akim out there pressing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.